Good morning and Jai Hind, friends. I, C.S. Suresh Ahuja. Today I am just going to discuss in this video a new angle, that is the untold theme or untold plot of the famous poem Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. So here in this poem, in the first stanza, the selection of characters, objects and plot. Characters and objects as selected by the poet are full of negativity. As we can see, the narrator is in a bad mood. There is a hemlock, very poisonous tree with snow on it. Third, a crow is there, messenger of death on hemlock tree. So all these facts have been narrated in the first stanza. So the plot is the time. It was a good time. It was a winter season. It was just after snowfall. The snowfall had stopped, but the snow was still there on trees. Now, if we look, these are the characters and objects, and this is the plot, what had been created in the first stanza. And the event, which is nothing material, immaterial event, a small powder of snow fell on the narrator. Why do I call it immaterial? Because that powder was immaterial for in ordinary course, as the nice snowfall had already happened. So after a huge good snowfall, when the snow is there on the tree, so a fall of one dust of snow or one very small particle of snow on any person cannot give a very good happiness, or it cannot be a good gift for any person. So it was immaterial, that was not much material. Now let's pause here. Now after reading the first paragraph of the poem, let us stop the poem here itself. And this is the total, then only we will be in a position to understand the object of the poet. Because if you pause here, then if you want to see the result in the second para, the mood of the narrator changed. What change do you expect? What an ordinary person should expect out of these characters, objects, and the plot? That is the first para, the way a crow shook down on me dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So thereafter, what do you expect? So analysis of expected result is here. First, here the narrator already in a bad or depressed mood. Second, by passing by a hemlock tree, frightening as being a poisonous tree. Third, a crow, scary as believed to be a death messenger. Fourth, the event, nothing very material happened, and even the snowfall was over, as snow was lying on the trees and powder of snow could be sensed by the narrator. So that was the main reason when we can understand that the snowfall was over. So the cumulative effect of all the aforesaid was sufficient to worsen the situation and further ruining the mood of the narrator by making him fearful. So, just making him fearful for a message from hemlock by a crow in the form of a dust. So, a person other than the narrator might have taken this event as a message of death also. Why not? Because what did really happen? He was in a bad mood. So there was a great chance of him misunderstanding, mistaking these events, that the messenger of death had sent a message in the form of a dust of snow from the hemlock tree. So the expected result could have been this, but no. After creating the aforesaid plot, the narrator proved the expected result to be wrong by taking a U-turn and actual result was opposite of normal expectations, what we were discussing here, or any person would understand. Now, now let's analyze the actual reaction and result, which is explained by the narrator in the second stanza. Accidental fall of particles of snow after a recent snowfall, that is the portion of the first stanza's event. So this was acknowledged by his heart as a mood changer from regretful or depressed mood to a happy or positive mood. So here lies the crux of the poem, that his heart received this event a change of mood, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had lived. So his heart was instrumental in changing his mood. So when we analyze this actual reaction and result, now come the questions. What did change the mood of the narrator? First, what was object of the poet? And what's the message of the poem? Theme, purpose and message of the poem. Mood changer. Was it only that powder or dust of snow? No, the answer is a big no. Because a good snowfall had already happened. A lot of snow was there on the trees. So then, was it narrator's love for nature? Of course. He did love the nature, but then he might have experienced that snowfall, and he was experiencing and having a look on the snow, on the trees and all around. So was it only, they were of course important factors, but were the only factors which changed the mood of the narrator? The answer is a big no. Then did the narrator simply want to change the beliefs associated with the hemlock or crow? The answer is again a big no. So what did he want to communicate and convey? And what did really happen with him? So there comes the untold plot of the poem, which one has to gather from the second para. So the untold portion of the plot is then the nature and habits of the narrator. And the nature and habit. So in addition to these, the narrator had a habit of making his own observations and not to care much about the general beliefs associated with the hemlock or the tree or the crow. No. He used to make his own observations. Then the narrator's heart was full of gratitude for everyone irrespective of the common general beliefs. So even after a good snowfall, even if he could sense on very small particle of snow, that is dust of snow, from the hemlock tree by a crow, so he was thankful. His heart was full of gratitude, irrespective of general beliefs and irrespective of the fact that a huge amount of snowfall had already happened. Huge amount because the huge snow was lying on the trees. So irrespective of these facts remaining or before him, his heart was full of gratitude. So the narrator's heart was in good command on the thoughts of his mind. So just after this event, even if he was thankful, but his mood might have continued to be that bad. But no, once his heart felt that gratitude, say by saying a thank you, then immediately his mood changed. So the heart has a very good command on the thoughts of his mind, because bad or good mood is a state of mind. So, dear friends, here comes this is untold plot of the poem, which was instrumental in bringing that result, which is here: analysis of actual reaction and result. Accidental fall of particles of snow even after a recent snowfall was acknowledged by his heart as a thankful event of an unexpected gift, because he couldn't expect this kind of, he took it as a gift because he didn't mind whether it was crow who made it happen or it was the hemlock tree where from it came, because he sensed that particle of snow, so he treated it as an unexpected gift. So that event was treated by him as a thankful event because it gave an unexpected gift. And next, and his gratitude changed the regretful or depressed mood into a happy and positive mood. So this was not the end of the story. He had a nature, a habit of expressing his gratitude for the event. And once you say thanks, so in practical life even, if you are just going to catch a bus or a metro or a train and somebody there on the door, if he or she gives you a way, so you are obliged. It is not his train, but he helps you to catch up that train or the bus. So if you feel that event as a gift, you may say thanks. And once you say thanks, that means you are expressing your gratitude. That means your mood has to get changed. Now this is all about it. So all the efforts had stopped the rest of the day from remaining regretful or more regretful in the presence of hemlock and crow. And result was that the event made rest of his day. He became happy. So he didn't bother that where from, how and who did it do it. He acknowledged that unexpected gift of the particle of the snow falling on him as a thankful event because of his nature, his habit, and when he expressed his gratitude towards this event or for this event, being thankful, immediately once you say thanks to someone, so you feel happy. So this is all about this actual reaction and result. So the poet's message, now let's come to the poet's message. Poet's message is that one should not get carried away with others' beliefs, but should make his own observations. Second, one should always have positivity and a positive heart to control thoughts. Next, one should have an affection for the nature, which is continuous source of inspiration, positivity, energy and pleasure. And finally, one should have a strong sense of gratefulness and develop a habit of noting and acknowledging the smallest favor by anyone, known or unknown. So, poet's universal message, that is the object of the poem. What did the poet think before writing this poem? He just wanted to communicate that every bad thing, situation or person is always not that bad. So every bad thing, maybe hemlock, situation, his bad mood, or the person, the crow, is always not that bad, particularly if one has a positive attitude and a sense of gratefulness for all that what he gets. It's not only about that dust of snow. Whatever you get in your life, anywhere as a return, even if you are buying something and making some payment to the seller, you should be thankful because he might have not sold the goods to you, he might have refused, he might not have the stock, he might have reserved the stock for someone else. So, even if you are making a payment to someone for buying goods, you should feel obliged. You must say thanks, you must acknowledge, you must be grateful. And this continued feeling of gratefulness for everything, whatever you get, howsoever small that may be, then you cannot be in a regretful mood for a long time. You will always become happy and you will always feel happy. Even if there is some regret, very shortly and immediately after some time, your mood will get changed. So develop this habit. This is what the poet is trying to explain and giving a general message. Friends, if you have liked my analysis, then do write me at my this mail. I'll be really thankful and I'll be giving you few very good analysis and for Robert Frost and other poets, few untold plots and themes of poems. Thank you.